Wonderful surprises right before your very eyes. Say hibernation, evaporation, gravity, and metamorphosis. Hibernation is the way some animals keep warm all day in the cold winter months, like the bear in a cave. Birds fly south and that's called migration. Hibernation, migration. Frogs are in the mud and they sleep all day, and squirrels gather nuts in the autumn days so they can stay warm in their winter ways. When they do, then that's called hibernation. Say hibernation, evaporation, gravity, and metamorphosis. Evaporation happens fast. It starts like a puddle, but it doesn't last. The sun comes out and it heats to steam, but you can't see what seems to be evaporation. Evaporation, evaporation. Say hibernation, evaporation, gravity, and metamorphosis. Gravity is a special force. It holds everything very close to the earth, just like a magnet pulling down to the ground. And what goes up must come down. Must come down. Say hibernation, evaporation, gravity, and metamorphosis. Metamorphosis is coming soon for the caterpillar and his cocoon. He changes to a butterfly. I don't know, do you know why it happens? Metamorphosis. Say hibernation, evaporation, gravity, and metamorphosis. Science is a part of our everyday lives. Wonderful surprises right before your very eyes. Science. Oh, oh, oh. Science. Oh, oh, oh. Science.
Good morning, class. Good
morning
morning.
po.
Good morning.
Morning po. Good morning po. Good morning po. Good morning po.
Good morning. So now we will have our class today. Did you see my presentation? Have you seen my presentation? Is it okay?
Opo.
Okay.
Opo.
So let's start. Welcome. Are you excited for a fun learning session? If you want to say something, just raise your hands, okay? Welcome. Are you excited for a fun learning session? So make sure you have the following before we start. Do you have your science module and whiteboard with your module, okay? So first, what are the online etiquette? First is listen to the teacher. Pay attention to the lesson. Be all ears and turn off loud music and other noise that will stop you from hearing the audio. Second is use the chat box properly. Only talk about class-related topics in the chat box. And other classroom rules are act like you're at school. Very good yung mga naka-uniform ngayon. Okay? Nakikita ko sila. Very good. Because we are here to have our online class in science. Okay? So act like you're at school. Be on time. Sit in a spot during class. And keep yourself muted unless you want to say something. There is a an icon at the below your Zoom account. There is a raise hand portion if you want to speak. Okay? And then turn on your video. If if it is possible, turn on your video and listen. No eating during class. Okay? And have fun. Do your best. So our today's lesson is compare the stages in the life cycle of organisms. So let's review first what you have learned last time about adaptation of animals. Do you have your whiteboard and marker with you? Are you ready? Okay, let's start.
Yes.
You will choose your answer below. Okay. Number one is giraffe. Is it A, have strong legs for jumping? Letter B, huge ears to help cool in African heat? Letter C, long neck for reaching leaves on tall trees? Letter D, black and white stripes to blend in with each other and confuse predators? Or letter E, camouflage to blend in surroundings? Write your answer. What does a physical adaptation of a giraffe? Do you have your answer? Raise your answer. Raise your answer. Okay, I see you. Very good. The answer is letter C. Long neck for reaching leaves on tall trees. How about the second one? Zebra. Zebra. Is it has a strong legs for jumping, huge ears to help cool in African heat? C, long neck for reaching leaves on tall trees? Letter D, black and white stripes to blend in with each other and confuse predators? Or letter E, camouflage to blend in surroundings? Go. Do you have your answer? Show your answer on the camera.
Yes.
The answer is letter D. Correct. Letter D. Number 3, elephant. Elephant. Number 3, elephant. The choices are also the same. You just choose your answer from letter A to E. What is the answer? Elephant. What is the physical adaptation of an elephant? Go. Show your answers now. Very good. The answer is letter B. Correct. It has huge ears to help cool in African heat. Number 4, a chameleon. What does a chameleon do? Have you seen his colorful body? What is its adaptation? Raise your answer. The answer is letter E. Very good. Camouflage to blend in surroundings. And the last one, kangaroo. There are so many kangaroos in Australia. What is the physical adaptation of a kangaroo? The answer is, show your answers now. The answer is letter A. Very good. Is your answers like this? Who get 5? Who got 5 correct answers? Very good, Jano. Who else? Mateo, Jan Isabel, Makaila have 5 answers. Beatrice, Chloe, uh, that is Kisha. Okay. Sino pa? Yan. Ashley, Fransley. Very good. Let's go now to the next. Can you give example of animals with the following characteristics? Animals that had hatched from egg and born alive. Okay? So now I will group you into breakout rooms. Okay? And you will join that room to discuss what are the animals that has hatched from egg and born alive. Okay? Are you ready? I will assign you automatically.
Yes.
Okay. Okay. Wait. You can now go to the breakout rooms. Wait. Okay. Let's start. Move to wait. You can join now the classrooms. 2, 3. You can start discussing. What are the animals that hatch from egg and born alive? And then choose one representative to discuss your answers. Okay? I go now to the next room. So leaders, be ready for your presentation. Okay? Just raise your hands if you are ready. Who are the representative for each breakout room? And present your answers. Okay, let's start. Who is the first one to report?
Animals that hatch from eggs are chicken, duck, turtle, eagle, and snakes. Animals born alive are camel, kangaroo, horse, dog, cat, mouse, and pig.
Very good. Give them a virtual clap. Give them a virtual clap. Okay, next group.
Chicken, duck, bird, turtle, spider. Hatch from eggs, born alive, carabao, cow, horse, monkey, goat.
Very good. Give the group of Mateos a heart clap, a virtual heart clap. Okay, very good. Next group.
Good morning, Ma'am Christine. Good morning, classmates. I am happy to present to you the output of Group 3. Examples of animals hatched from eggs are crocodile, turtle, butterfly, frog, cockroach, alligator, snake, penguin. On the other hand, animals that born alive are dog, cat, horse, lion, tiger, goat, pig, rat, squirrel, elephants. Most we are also part of born alive, which is humans. Animals called that are born alive are mammals that gives birth. Thank you.
Wow, there are so many. Give them a celebration clap. Very good. Wow. Is there any other reporters? None? So let's go now to the next one. Okay. So now we will have a virtual field trip. Our field trip is in the Butterfly Conservatory. Do you want to join me in this virtual field trip? Okay, come on. I'll show you.
Hey everybody! We are here at the Cambridge Butterfly Conservatory with our friend Jen, who is a butterfly expert. We're in this amazing room filled with butterflies. Hi Jen.
Hi.
So how many butterflies are here?
This is home to about 2,000 butterflies.
2,000 butterflies. Wow. And how many different kinds of butterflies are there in the whole world?
In the whole world, there's about 20,000 different kinds.
Look, here one comes. Wow. 20,000 different butterflies and 2,000 butterflies in this room. That's amazing. What are some things that butterflies like to eat?
Oh, butterflies have a special straw that they drink with, so they feed from rotten, stinky fruit,
Delicious.
rotten bananas and oranges, nectar from flowers, and Gatorade. Orange-flavored Gatorade.
They like the electrolytes.
Yeah, they definitely do.
Interesting.
Yeah, I know.
And they all do it with their little straw
They
that
got
they
a little
have?
straw. Yeah.
Very
It's called a
cool.
proboscis.
A proboscis.
Proboscis, big fancy science word.
That's a big word. That's
Yeah.
true. But butterflies, they don't start out as butterflies.
No, they
right?
don't. They start out as eggs. Come on and I'll show you.
Okay, yeah, let's take a look.
Here's some eggs right here.
Oh, wow. That's how a butterfly starts.
They do. Their eggs are glued onto a plant that the caterpillar likes to eat. So inside there are little baby caterpillars.
So small.
They are. But they'll come out in a few days and then they're going to grow. And we've got a bigger caterpillar right
Oh,
here.
wow.
And see where he's been eating some of the leaves to grow bigger?
Oh, very nice. So then how does a caterpillar become a butterfly?
Oh, come on, I'll show you the next part.
Okay, let's go.
Come on over and see the chrysalids. This is the next part after the caterpillar. So inside each one of these, the caterpillar is turning into a butterfly.
Wow. So the caterpillar turns itself into a chrysalis. How long do they stay inside the chrysalis for?
They're inside for about 2 weeks. And then out comes the butterfly and they stretch and dry their wings and then they fly off with their friends.
Wow, so these are all new, brand new butterflies.
Today's their birthday.
Happy birthday, butterflies! They're so pretty.
Beautiful. Some look shiny and gold, and some look like a leaf.
Yeah,
All kinds of different colors and shapes.
amazing. I love all the different colors and they come out, they're so pretty. Thanks so much for showing us all this, Jen.
Oh,
It's
you're welcome.
amazing.
I'm glad you guys could come and meet our butterfly friends.
Us too. Look! Look at all the butterflies. Beautiful.
Did you understand the video? Yes, okay. How many varieties of butterflies do we have in the whole world? Yes, Mateo?
20,000.
Wow, there are so many varieties of butterflies. And where does the life cycle starts?
It
Are they hatched from egg or born alive? Yes,
hatched
Dominic. Dominic, what is the answer?
hatch from egg.
Okay, they are hatched from egg. And then what happens? Fransley, what happens? What happens next after it becomes an egg?
Uh,
It
caterpillar.
becomes it becomes a caterpillar. How about you, Kate? After the caterpillar eats so many leaves, what will happen? What will happen, Kate? We cannot hear you. How about you? What? Who else? Yes, Juby Rose. What happens next?
It turns to be a pupa.
Okay, it turns into a pupa and become a chrysalis. And then what happens next? What is the final reaction or results? Yes, Rojan? Rojan, what happens?
It becomes a butterfly.
Wow,
It
it's very
becomes a
interesting.
butterfly.
Yes, very good, Rojan. It's very interesting to know the life cycle of butterflies. Let's go now to the next. So now, let's do activity time. Let's compare the life cycles of other organisms. Aside from butterflies, let's compare other organisms. So I have here these two pictures. Okay? The first one is the life cycle of a mosquito. And the second one is a life cycle of a beetle. Look closely. Okay, let's go now to the next. Which of them has eggs? Is it a mosquito or a beetle? Do they have? What is the answer? Okay. So the mosquito has eggs. How about larva? Do they have a larva in their life cycle? Yes, princess. Princess. Is the mosquito has larva? in their life cycle stage? Yes or no?
po.
Yes.
Yes.
How about the next? Cedric, do they have pupa in their life cycle?
Yes po.
Yes. And the last is the adult mosquito. So how many stages does a mosquito have? How many stages? There are? Yes, Rojan, how many?
4 stages.
Very good, 4 stages. How about the beetle? Do they have eggs? Hmm? Yes. How about larva? Lynn Mary. Lynn Mary Marga. Lynn Mary, unmute yourselves. Hindi siya makapag-mute. How about you, Beatrice?
Yes po.
Yes. How about pupa? Beatrice, do they have pupa?
Yes.
Yes. And of course, it has an adult petal. Now, do they have the same life stages? Do they have the same life stages? Yes, Dominic?
Yes.
Yes. How many life stages do they have? The mosquito and the beetle. There are 4. Now, let's go now to the next one. These are the set of pictures of a grasshopper and an American cockroach.
English too.
Okay? The grasshopper starts with an egg and then becomes a nymph and then becomes an adult grasshopper. The American cockroach also starts with an egg and then becomes a nymph and then adult cockroach. Now, let's discuss it. Do they have the same metamorphosis or stages, life stages? Do they have the same life stages? Yes, Ashley?
Yes.
Yes. Grasshopper as egg, nymph, and adult grasshopper. How about you, Kate? What are the stages of a cockroach? What are the stages? It starts with an egg, starts with an egg, a nymph, and an adult grasshopper. Now, how many life stages do they have? Huh? There are 3. Very good. These are the different life stages, and we will discuss them now. So in this lesson, we are about to give you an overview regarding the life cycle of organisms. A life cycle is a physical changes an organism, animal or plant goes through during the life cycle, during its life. It can be a chicken. How many stages does a chicken have? It has it
Three.
has has 3. How about the tree? How many life
5.
stages? Okay,
6.
there are 6 life stages. Okay. Life stages are also called life cycle or life stages are also called metamorphosis. Metamorphosis. Metamorphosis is a process of major physical changes
Metamor.
that animals go through to become adults.
Metamor.
Okay. Metamorphosis. Okay. Can you mute yourselves? This is a complete metamorphosis. Most insect goes through the 4 stages of complete
Oh, tama sagot ko. 4.
including 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 the bug, the ladybug, the housefly, the mosquito, and butterfly. This is a complete metamorphosis. It has 4 stages. Example of that is a butterfly. A butterfly has egg with caterpillar in it, and then it becomes a caterpillar which eats and grows. And this caterpillar forms a chrysalis and becomes a pupa. And then the last would be adult butterfly that emerges from chrysalis. Let's go now to incomplete metamorphosis. There are about 12% of insects. Kim, can you mute yourselves? Kim? About 12% goes through the 3 stages of gradual metamorphosis. So this includes cicada, grasshopper, apid, and cockroach. How many life stages does an incomplete metamorphosis that have? There are
3.
3. Very good. There are 3 life stages. So when there are 3 life stages, it is called gradual metamorphosis or incomplete metamorphosis. Okay? So let's compare the two. Butterfly has complete metamorphosis. It starts with an egg, the larva, a pupa, and then becomes an adult butterfly. While a cockroach starts with an egg, then becomes a nymph, and becomes an adult cockroach. So there are 3 stages in an incomplete metamorphosis, while a complete metamorphosis has 4 stages. Amphibians and reptiles also, amphibians, like the frog, has complete metamorphosis because it also goes through 4 life stages. It becomes an egg. Next, it becomes a tadpole or a larva. Then becomes an immature frog. And then becomes an adult frog. Now, get your whiteboard and marker again. Can you please identify these organisms if there are complete or incomplete metamorphosis? Just write C or I. Already? You have your your whiteboard and marker with you? Number 1, tick. O, sa Tagalog ay garapata. Yan yung nakikita nyo sa mga aso ninyo. Tick. Look closely. How many life stages does it have? Is it a complete or incomplete metamorphosis? Okay, show your answers. The answer is very good. Sorry. The answer is complete. That is an incomplete metamorphosis. Because it becomes a nymph. The word nymph. Okay, it is an incomplete metamorphosis. Okay, next, mosquito. Mosquito. How many life stages? Look closely. Raise your answer. Okay, very good. The answer is complete metamorphosis. How about the next one? A beetle. Raise your answer. The answer is letter C. Very good. Complete metamorphosis. Number 4. Number 4. Grasshopper. Grasshopper. Raise your answer. The answer is incomplete. Very good. Incomplete metamorphosis. And the last number, a fly, a house fly. Look closely. Look closely. Okay, raise your answer. The answer is complete metamorphosis. Who got 5? Raise your hands if you got 5. Very good. You have 5 correct answers. You can raise your hands. Just click the raised hand portion. Okay. So now, let's go now to the evaluation. And I will measure how much have you learned. Number 1. Which of the following life stages in the life cycle of a frog, which is the correct stages in the life cycle of a frog? A, adult frog, egg, tadpole, young frog. Letter B, young frog, adult frog, egg, tadpole. Letter C, egg, tadpole, young frog, adult frog. Or letter D, tadpole, egg, young frog, adult frog. Raise your answer. Okay, the answer is letter, wait, the answer is letter C. Okay, correct. Let's go now to number 2. How many stages of development are present in a complete metamorphosis? How many stages of development are present in a complete metamorphosis? What is your answer? The answer is letter A, 4. Correct. Let's go now to number 3. Which is the correct order of stages in the life cycle of a cockroach? A, egg, nymph, adult. Letter B, nymph, egg, adult. Letter C, adult, nymph, egg. Or letter D, egg, adult, nymph. Okay, you can raise your answer. The answer is letter? Letter?
A.
Letter A, correct. Next one, number 4. What does a life cycle show? What does a life cycle show? Is it A, how a seed grow? Letter B, how animals live? Letter C, how food chain works? Or letter D, how organisms grow and change? What does a life cycle show? The answer is, raise your answer. The answer is letter D. Okay, very good. And number 5. Which is the correct order of stages in the life cycle of a butterfly? A, egg, chrysalis, caterpillar, butterfly. Letter B, butterfly, caterpillar, chrysalis, egg. Letter C, egg, caterpillar, chrysalis, and butterfly. Or letter D, egg, butterfly, chrysalis, or caterpillar.
C.
What is your answer? Raise your answers now. The answer is very good.
C.
Letter C. Who got all correct answers? Okay, very good. Give yourselves a celebration clap. Celebration clap. Very good. Okay, please mute yourselves first. Shinard. Okay. Now, you know now that there are different life cycles of organisms. And these organisms are specified into endemic species. Endemic means that exist only in one geographic region. Species can be endemic to large or small areas of the earth. Some are endemic to a particular continent. Example of endemic species are yung ating haribon, right? Yung ating Philippine eagle. The Luzon heart dove, right? Ayan. And the snake, yung ating baboy ramo. Tarsier. These are endemic species. Endemic species, dito lang sila makikita sa Philippines.
Nasa
But there are
52,177 ang uri ng mga hayop sa ating
problems.
bansa. Mega diversity nga kung tayo ituring dahil sa dami ng mga hayop na endemic o yun bang tanging sa Pilipinas lang matatagpuan. At ayon sa mga siyentipiko, marami pa rin na naghihintay lang na matuklasan. Nakalulungkot lang dahil 418 sa mga ito endangered na o yun bang nanganganib ng maubos ang lahi.
Oh. So from endemic, it becomes endangered. So that is why it's very sad to know that there are so many animals that are endangered now. Endangered meaning there are little species are left in one geographic region, and that is sad. Okay, these are the threats to biodiversity. So number one, the first one is the plastic that we used, right? The trash that we use. And it is very distracting to other organisms. They cannot distinguish which are plastic and jellyfish. And deforestation. That is one also threat to biodiversity. Now, as a student, what can you do to conserve biodiversity? Okay, so that is your assignment for the next session. Okay, what can you do to conserve biodiversity? You can have a biodiversity promise tree using this one. Okay, you can write your promises to our Mother Earth. What can you do to conserve biodiversity using the biodiversity promise tree? So now, thank you, class. Thank you for attending our lesson for today, and have fun for the next of your subjects. This is Teacher Christine saying magandang araw, mga bata.
Salamat po. Bye po. Salamat po.
Bye-bye.
Bye po.
You can leave the session.
Thank you po. Bye-bye po.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. Thank you po.
You can leave the session now.
Bye-bye po. Bye-bye po.